Hi everybody, it's Angela again. Welcome to my channel. To all my existing subscribers, welcome, lovely to see you again. And to all the new people that have subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. Lovely to have you all. Today I want to talk about my new nature journal. It's a combination of a couple of different digital kits. I have used Artymaze's Fern and Mushroom kit, but I've also used a couple of things from my own stash and a couple of bits of ephemera from My Porch Prints. So that's really what that's all about, but we can go through it as we page through. I'll talk a little bit about the cover. Grab the ruler. The width is just shy of 6 and 6.25. Let's do that in centimeters while I'm at it. So that's 16 centimeters across. The length is 22.5 centimeters, or just shy of 9 inches, and the spine is 2 inches or 5 centimeters. If you have a look on the other side though, my goodness, we've got 12.5 centimeters or 5 inches on the other side. Gosh, that is really now full. This morning I put a post up on Instagram and it was sitting at 3.5 inches, but we have expanded since then. Right, so let me talk you through what I've got here on the cover. I've got a lovely linen fabric cover. Beautiful botanical prints. I've got quite a few of these different ones, but this one I really love. It's got all the different colors you find in nature, beautiful vivid colors, so I really like that. So I do use them quite a lot. If you have a look at the front here, and if I bring that a little closer, you can see I've layered up a couple of pictures that were in the Artymaze Fern and Mushroom kit, and then just added my own little take on it with a few butterflies. This is some embossing I've done over here with a piece that I had, and that's just a piece of sari silk over there. So that's really, if you have a look at it there, that is what I've done with the front. I've left the back and the side plain because it is really very pretty. And then of course I've had a go at putting eyelets in, which has always been nerve-wracking to me, but there we go, I've done it. So I feel quite good about that. And then the closure is this beautiful sari silk ribbon that I get from Fern yarns that I'm always on about. So this is one of the colors that we have there. Alright, so let's have a look and see what it's what's inside. So if I undo the ribbon and I open that up for you, let's just make sure that's all in frame. Right, there you can see what we've got inside. Now this book has 4 signatures. It's 160 pages front and back, so it is a bit of a chunky monkey. Here you can see on the inside cover I've just used some gingham fabric, a piece of vintage lace that I've had. Did a little bit of stitching there and put a couple of items onto the pocket. And then what I've done here is I've added a couple of envelopes. These came from the kit, and then I've just stamped and put some stamps onto them. So we've got that one, and then this one. This one is not part of the kit, but what I've done here is it's a wallpaper that I have, and I've made I just love those botanical images on there, so I've done that and made some envelopes. So those all go together here and just go into this front pocket over there. Alright, so here's the front of the first signature. Oh, the papers over here come from Hackney & Co, their English garden paper pack, because it's really nice and thick and sturdy. Right, so we've got a lovely mushroom image there. These are from Artymaze, part of the kit. I've actually made this from some other paper. I think that one's from Antique. Paperie and just layered it up and stitched them all. I like my stitching. There's a lot of stitching in here. These are one of the tags I've made myself. This is just one of Artymaze's freebies actually, with a nice little stitch card that goes inside there. Oops, there's a thread there. Of course it's not going to go back inside. Gotta love it. That's just one of the bits from one of Artymaze's ephemera packs really. And I've left it open. You could stitch that together like an envelope, but I thought it would be a nice place to journal, so I've left it open. And that's everything that goes into that first little corner over here. Alright, so there we go. Some finishing on the page. Another little envelope that I've just embossed, stuck some of the fussy cutting mushrooms in part of Andrea's kit. These labels are also from Artymaze. This is actually from Tracy Fox. One of the tags from the kit, which I've stitched and backed onto tea-dyed paper. Some of the ephemera from one of her ephemera kits, which she's recently done, which I think is really lovely. This is tea-dyed paper. I've just done a little bit of stenciling and some edging here. Oh, I have tucked this in, and you can put something in there as well. So that's that. That comes from Antique Paperie. So envelope I've made from old book pages. I think this is one of the Edith Holden. I've just layered up a few things there. The stamps are part of the kit as well. And then on the back, I haven't put anything in there because this has just got out of hand with the amount of ephemera and things. Beautiful pictures in that Artymaze Fern and mushroom kit. Really stunning kit. Some more edging to the page that I've just done there. Another page from the kit as well. This one's from Antique Paperie. Some more edging, tea-dyed paper. I've just sprayed a little bit, stitched. This comes from My Porch Designs. I love those. Lavenders and that in there. This is Artymaze's Ecodyed paper kit, which I've just backed on to another one. And this is a page from her Fern and Mushroom kit. Here's a belly band that's part of the kit, which I've just layered up and put some bits and pieces together. And we've got a little envelope that I haven't sealed. You can write in that one. Just other little bits from the kit, and that is from My Porch Designs, which I just thought went really well there. Right, so those were the yellows. Here's an old book page that I have. Really thick paper, I love that. Lots of little handwritten bits and pieces. So I've put that in the center, and it talks about mushrooms and various ferns and things. So that's just there. I've just layered up some paper and stuck it on that page. It's another page from the kit, as are those. And then, of course, the Ecodyed paper. Another one of the tags that I've made, and another one from the kit, which I've stitched and put onto tea-dyed paper. That just goes into one of the pockets, which again is part of the kit. I've just layered it up and stitched the top. Okay, so there we have that. A little tuck spot. One of Tracy Fox's tea-dyed tea cards, and just a little bird. I've tried to combine quite a few different botanicals here, more than just the ferns and the mushrooms, because everybody was sort of doing that, and I wanted to do something more than just that and make it more nature orientated. So here I've stuck, laid up this picture and of the birds and stitched that on there. Antique Paperie. This is just a glassine bag, altered glassine bag that I've folded and made a pocket in the front. So we just have a little card I've stitched from my stash. Another one of those. These are all bits and pieces that I had really. And then it's got a little pocket over here with a piece of ephemera. And another one of these little tags that I've made myself. So that goes in the back. Okay. Just some stenciling and stitching. I like to edge the pages and have something going on every page. This is just something I was playing around with the old book page. I was messing around with the different ways to fold paper, and I've just layered it up. I've managed to get a sort of tuck spot at the bottom and a fold at the top as well. So I've just got some bits and pieces. This is from the kit, one of the Artymaze tags. So I've just stitched all the tags onto tea-dyed paper. It gives them more sturdiness. That's the end of your first signature. Isn't that beautiful? I love that image. Right, start of the second one. I love these images. Andrew, you really do have an eye for the beautiful images. Some stenciling there and there. Again, tea-dyed paper. Another altered envelope, which I've stuck various bits of ephemera. I won't take everything out. On the back of the envelope, I've actually made a little tuck spot here. Pocket, sorry. Another bits and pieces. And you can even put something in the back there as well if you wanted to have a little hidey place. So that would work. I do love the envelope altering. Some more edging, stitching, various bits I've put on there. Just a collage of little goodies there. Lovely pictures from the kit again. Here's a CD envelope. I've just laid it up and stenciled. And of course you can get the card out, which I've just put in a picture from one of Andrea's that are in the kit. Sometimes I use the one she gives me, sometimes I use the actual pages and cut my own. It just depends what I want to do. Just laid up some butterflies here with some pearls, some more stenciling. Here's another page. I think this is from My Porch Prints. Not sure if it's My Porch Prints or My Porch Designs. Some more layering. Another one of those beautiful Artymaze pages. This is one's from Antique Paperie. Some more layering. This is another envelope that I've altered. It's a brown one that came in the mail. I've just put in some another one of these little goodies from the kit that opens up and you can write in. I've layered up some of the pages there with fabric, lace, etc. So you can see I've covered on both sides and run it through to come through on both sides. So that was actually a brown envelope, and unless you look inside I don't think you'd even know. So that was nice. I enjoyed doing that. Here's some more Ecodyed paper. I printed on both sides because then it looks more authentic. Here's one of my very, very old book pages. This book comes from before the war. I think it's 1930s this book was done, and I found some lovely bits with the ferns and the fungi. The other side of that, and the other side of that altered envelope. And I think I've put just a couple of bits and bobs. I love that with the owls in there, so that just goes in there. Okay, so now we are back on the birds. Sorry, I'm just standing up. I love that picture. Beautiful butterflies, lovely aqua colours. Some edging on the edge there. Some more. Oh, I think I missed a page. Another one of these handmade envelopes. You would have seen this one on Instagram. I just messed around with the sari silk for the back, and then the front. Some stamping and an actual stamp that I had from parts of my stash that I'll just put over the top there. We've got some lovely collages going on there and there. Another one of these pockets that form part of the kit, and then that's one of the tags from the kit. And that's one of the tags that I've made. A little bit of layering, like my layering. So we just put that in there. Beautiful pages, really love them. Right, we're on to the third signature now. Some nice place. I left this here because it's a nice writing spot if you want to write. Beautiful colours. Another pocket forms part of the kit, and then just various bits and pieces that I've stitched again and put onto. I think this one opens. Oh no, that's just a journaling card. So that all goes together in there. I'm not going to hassle that now. Right, here's another another envelope I've altered. That one just has a lovely plain front, which I've stitched, and then this one has a side tuck spot where I've put in a journaling card and a bit of ephemera in there. So you put that in there, and then what I've done here is it looks like I've stitched it, but I've actually used a felt tip pen, a brown one, and edged that there. So it looks like stitching, so it's faux stitching, and then I've just opened it up to cover the bit of the envelope and made a writing area there really. So that's what that is there with that envelope. Some more edging for the page. Beautiful image. Another one of these that I've made. Filled again with a tag that I've made myself. Bits of ephemera and another card, a calendar card from 1916, which I've put onto card. So that all goes in there. I think this is called Lush Forest actually. Sorry my hands look like that. All the dye from dyeing. This is just some more layering. Another beautiful image from the kit. One of my really old butterfly vintage books. Some layering on the page edge again, the middle of the third signature, and then again another one of these envelopes which I have altered. So that goes over there. That's the other side of that beautiful vintage butterfly book. Beautiful. Some layering again, part of the Lush Forest. And this is something I saw Gina doing from the Firefly Studio 67, which comes from Porch Designs. This is a clutch, a lavender clutch envelope, which I went and bought because I thought I loved the idea, and I've just added a little butterfly and some lace there. But this is really so sweet and easy to make. I just thought it went so nicely because it opens up here and you put this all together yourself. It's really quick and easy. All I've done is I've stitched around the edges everywhere, and of course around the front, and it looks like that at the back, and then you just put that together there, and I thought that it fitted really well in that pocket over there. So that's what I've done there. So thank you, Gina, for that. Just a lovely another page, another altered pocket from a book page. There's one of the tags again that I've made, and just another piece of ephemera that I thought went really well in there. So that goes in there. The other side of that, I've got another altered envelope where I've put this Tim Holtz Sizex template in with little bits of ephemera. They all go there, and then the other side I've got a little pocket there where I've got two bits of ephemera, and then on this side I've made a little another kind of a pocket with two other bits, and this actually comes from the kit, and that's just Artymaze's ephemera, I think. So that goes in over there. Oops, let's just get in. Why don't you want to go in now? There we go. Okay, so I've just stenciled some stenciling over there, and again tea-dyed paper. So that's what I've done with that envelope. More eco-dyed paper, another one of the belly bands from the kit, layered it up. This is a piece of ephemera that you can write in either side, and this is just a card I've made that I've stamped on and put it onto card really, so that goes in over there. Right, so we have onto the last signature now. Some more edging. This is also from Antique Paperie. This is a piece of wallpaper that I have from a roll. I've put in various bits of ephemera in there. This is from an old English oak book that I have, vintage. And then just some other bits of ephemera that I've put into this sort of pocket here, which is nice and big to store some pieces in. Right, so this is a lovely sepia colour piece of paper. I've had a little bit of stamping and stenciling there, beautiful. Another CD pouch that I've made, and another card that I've put onto board and stitched, which goes in over there. You can write underneath that. It's nice lined paper, so if you wanted to write something there you could. That's the other side of it, where I've just put some edging. Another Antique Paperie, some nice Fern stencils, and a vintage butterfly book. This is Artymaze's Fern kit. Both of these are some lovely spaces to write. Another altered glassine bag with various bits of ephemera, 2 butterflies, a little card, mushroom card in there, and then I've stuck another one of the tags from the kit which I've stitched, and this last one is another one that I've made myself, so that we put in the back. And then as you can see, some Fern stenciling at the back. Some more stenciling, another one of these vintage book pages from that really old book. Just pull those down. Here's another example of something I've done with a window envelope. Made a little pouch over here in the front, stuck in some butterfly cards, put on some washi tape, which is in the kit, some stamping and things. Just made this little card here where you can make some notes. Sorry, out of screen. And just put that in there. And then I've made an actual tuck spot behind here where you can tuck some other things down as well, so that just goes at the back. Just put some not gesso, what you call it, glossy accents, just grabbed it quickly, and there you can see I've just layered it up. Right, so we're near the end now. Another one of those homemade envelopes that I've made. Stuck some actually old vintage embroidery on there because I thought it went well. Nothing in this one, just stamped, put a stamp and postage stamp and a rubber stamp, bit of layering on that one, so that just goes over there. Some layered pages, beautiful vintage butterfly page from one of my books. Some more of the Fern stenciling, nice edging on some writable paper. It's tea dyed. Oh, this I love. This is part of the fabric, the same as the cover. And what I did here was I thought that bird was absolutely gorgeous. I love the colours of him. Really love it. And I've just made a little fabric flip there and stamped underneath with some stenciling. It says if nothing ever changed, there'd be no butterflies. So there's hope for us all. So I love that. And then another altered book page pocket, just with another one of those tags that I've made. and another one that comes from the kit from Artymaze. And this again is another piece of ephemera that I've just stitched and put together in there. So that's that. And then we're on to the very back page, and I've put a little pocket here with some more vintage lace and some butterflies. And then what I have here is it's an envelope which I've altered really. It does come in the kit, and what I've done is, I've double layered it, and I've made a little book so you can make some notes. There's some tea-dyed paper, various types in there, and a little bit of stamping. So you can, and I've stitched it down the middle, so you can just put that in there. I've just pulled it round like that. Oh, this goes to the front. And I've just used this ribbon to, seam binding ribbon, just to keep it closed. And that just goes nicely in there. Okay, so that is this journal. Look at that. So yeah, well, that's everything on that journal today. I will be busy with quite a few things, so in the next few weeks over the summer you should be seeing a lot more of me. I've got quite a few projects on the go, so if you're looking for me, you can find me on Instagram. On Instagram I do have my Linktree, so you can also find me on YouTube, of course, and I do have a Pinterest account as well. If you want to see some of my ideas or things that I've done, you can follow me there. I have an Etsy account, as you know, so anything coming up for sale will be in my Etsy account. This is for somebody. This is somebody's custom order, so if anybody is looking for an order, you can always drop me a line through one of those areas, whether it's Instagram or Etsy, and I can always have a chat to you about that. I want to thank you all so much for all your support and help. Thank you everybody for taking the time to listen to me and support me on YouTube, Instagram, and all the various avenues in the Facebook groups. Thank you all so very much. I do appreciate it, and all your lovely comments. I look forward to seeing you very soon, as I said, with my next project. And thank you all so much for watching.